And still on the KEMSA scandal, and the Senate's ad hoc committee on COVID-19 has ordered for another special audit on how the Drugs Authority appropriated funds for COVID-19 supplies. KEMSA has been directed to present in 7 days a detailed list of all the pre-qualified and non-pre-qualified suppliers, their tax compliance documents, LPOs and tax documents. The committee's probe into KEMSA's procurement process was characterized by heated exchanges that left KEMSA officials hard-pressed to explain irregular procurement procedures. Dr. Swangira with that story.
For the second day, KEMSA officials, including the board chairman Kembe Gitura, suspended CEO Dr. Jonah Manjari, were asked to explain the irregular procurement and tendering procedures and the alleged misappropriation of funds meant for COVID-19 supplies before the joint Senate sitting of the Health Committee and the Senate Ad Hoc Committee on COVID-19.
At the beginning of the year,
senators in the committee sought first to know whether KEMSA's board was directly involved in the procurement procedures. Gitura hit a raw nerve when he said that the board does not micromanage KEMSA's running and instead only gives guidance and approves the state agency's financial year budgets, a position that opened a floodgate of more questions from the senators.
Is now saying I do not have any role in procurement, yet you are directing that contract be signed immediately. What is your interest? Were you bribed to be able to push for that?
Instead of relying on leaked documents, you had asked for the true position. I would have given it to you.
Chair, proceed.
There is no reason to sensationalize an issue.
On a point of order.
What does that mean to you? Of in the absent, you're saying, no, Chair. You know, the truth has got no other shades.
So I want you to stop, please, sensationalizing this issue. When you use words like the guilty are afraid, who is guilty? Who is guilty? Because at the end of the day, who are you saying is guilty?
The ad hoc committee was not satisfied with the answers given to their line of questioning. The senators often had pressed KEMSA officials to give direct answers as the probe went on.
If that time comes, I will explain to you and tell you who is related to what and what. And that's why we want you to tell us, who are these companies who just came in and were given tender directly under the influence?
So, Senator Ulta, let that time come. Just on a
point of order. I think you're out of order.
In its defense, the board cited that procuring supplies for COVID-19 was a matter of an emergency, coming at a time when they were only 3 months into the next financial year. And as such, the processes were a matter of urgency. At the end of the probe, the ad hoc committee gave KEMSA's management 7 days to provide a list of all the companies that have supplied KEMSA, all LPOs, tax compliance documents and appropriation of its budget. KEMSA has to further provide detailed explanations of transactions above 1 billion shillings.
I understand and appreciate that under certain circumstances, one can invoke urgent procurement, but it's not endless.
In fact, if there are people who want to steal, they should steal from other things if you want to sanctify steal. But stealing from the sick is so sad, Chair.
We're not witch hunting here. Ours, we want to get solutions. We want to get to accountability of public funds.
Besides KEMSA's own internal audit, the Auditor General, EACC and the DCI are also investigating the alleged scandal, the President giving 21 days to the agencies to complete their investigations. Dorcas Wangira, Citizen TV, Nairobi.